Hey guys, welcome back to The Outdoor Life. My name is Chris Gargolino and I am your host today. Today we are going to take a look at these devices called Hex Pegs. And these are designed to replace your typical stake for tents or awnings and things like that. These steel and even sometimes aluminum, tiny lightweight stakes, if you will, they have a tendency to pop out pretty regularly. They're actually pretty useless. I don't like them especially for pop-ups, easy ups and awnings and things like that are going to catch a lot of wind. They do good okay for some guy wires for lowercase situations, like if you're going to be in a real small tent, like a backpacking tent. These are not backpackable. But today I've got these from Hex Pegs, and these are quite a bit different, and we're going to take a look at some practical applications for them. But for the most part, what you get is you get this hook right here, and it is wrapped in this with this rubber underneath here, and you drill these into the ground and then you wrap your guy wires around them. The other thing is that they come without the hook on top like this, and I found it extremely useful using this to go right through the foot of my easy up, and then I drill it right down. Now on a light windy day, maybe 10, 12, 15 miles an hour is what I had it up. These are all you really need, so you don't need the guy wires, and eliminating guy wires, especially at picnics or at campgrounds, eliminates a trip hazard. But if you do need the guy wires, then these work just as well. Actually, they work even better, because then the steel stakes right here, because once this is drilled into the ground, you can see in the video that I'm about to show you is that they're nearly impossible to pull out under normal conditions. If you're using these and these come out of the ground, then something else is wrong. You shouldn't probably be outside. And we're gonna go over that in just a second. But there's one thing that I want to mention. I saw a video online with a strength test of these, and what they did was they drilled it into the ground and they pulled the scale horizontally to the vertical stake. Now, if you try to pull the stake sideways, left or right, well, this much is in the ground, it's going to be strong without a doubt. That was not my concern. My concern was how much weight could it hold pulling straight up? Because if wind comes in, a straight line wind comes in and catches your canopy, it's going to pull it straight out of the ground. It's going to tilt it to the side a little bit, which is going to add even more strength to it. But I wanted to know the weakest point, which was the straight up pull. And in the next video, you're going to see. So now let me introduce you to the Hex Peg. It's just that simple. Now that leg is not going anywhere. Now just to show you how strong that is, this is a scale that goes from 20 pounds all the way up to 100 pounds. And as you can see, we are going to reach almost 80 pounds before the whole hook bends. And now for the guy wires. And now that's locked in super tight. That's not going anywhere. Now let's take a look at one of those cheesy aluminum stakes. As I'm tightening this up, I can already see the stake trying to come out of the ground. And now for the scale test. Let's take a look at this. As you'll watch, once this is hooked onto the hex peg, we're going to pull straight up, not even at an angle, and we'll see how far this can go down. Look at that, all the way to 100 pounds. It didn't even budge that stake.
And now should we try it on the aluminum stake? As I'm hooking it on here, it's not even budging it. It's not even giving me 20 pounds. It pulled it right out of the ground. As you can see, there's a pretty big difference. And for $25 a set, you can't beat these.
All right, guys, now as you saw in that test, that strength test, the straight line pull straight up, this scale goes up to 100 pounds right here. And this is stainless steel hook on here. And it's supposed to be able to handle the 100 pounds. But as you saw, the strength of the hex peg was so strong that it actually bent my hook in my test. But it pulled up to, it pulled 100 pounds. It didn't even get it out of the ground at 100 pounds. If you've got 4 of these down and you got 4 on the feet, that's 800 pounds across the board. You know, you're gonna shred that canopy before those legs come out of the ground. And you saw that it does start at 20 pounds, and you saw that little stainless steel stake that comes with the canopy, you know, it didn't even budge it. It didn't even hit the 20-pound mark. So as you can tell, these are an excellent premium item for your canopies, whether you're at a campground or you're at a picnic. You've got an easy up. You've got maybe even you've got one of those blow up toys at a birthday party. This is going to hold it into the ground. We've seen videos of them flying through the air, but trust these, I would.